I really don't know who'd be interested in watching this video, but if you saw the title, you clicked it and you're here with me, I really appreciate that. Today is the day that I am shaving off the winter beard. As you can see, it's getting a little bit out of control, and I always debate whether to do this video. This is actually a tradition of mine at this point, which is why I'm doing it. This is the third time that I've shaved off my winter beard. Each year I kind of grow like this beard from like January to like March, and then I kind of start getting sick of it. It's kind of like a thing, like one day I'm kind of sick of it, and one day I'm like, man, I should just really keep that going and make it awesome and let it grow out. Well, there's a bit more of the decision-making process than just my decision. It's also my wife's too, and she absolutely hates beards. So that's why we're here today. I'm going to shave this beast off, and just to give you a look at it, I don't know if this is going to focus or not, but yeah, I've been growing this for, geez, I don't know, probably 2 months or so. You'd have to look back at the videos to see what it's like. I do a little bit of maintenance right here. I trim up my mustache, I trim this, and I try to keep this clean under here just to keep it somewhat presentable, because I work in business, and that's another reason it's like, man, I kind of feel like people are looking at me like, that guy's a little bit out of control, looks like a mountain man, but I don't know, I kind of like the look, and it's unfortunate, but it's got to happen. Got to get rid of the winter beard, so let's get started. The tripod game in this bathroom is a little out of control. Got one here, that's one I was just filming on. Got my other smaller one over here, and I think I'm going to try to use this one for the filming of this. I don't think there's really any good way, but let's give it a shot on here. I think that's about as good an angle as I'm going to get on this. I'm going to show you the tools of the trade. First thing is this. This is my wall trimmer. I think this is like $15. No guard on the top of this. You're going to be basically shaving this off down to what's going to look like a 5 o'clock shadow. Then I'll take a razor and take care of the rest of it. That'll clean it up really nice. Other important thing, this is your trash can with plastic bag inside, and I'm going to kind of hold this under here to kind of catch everything. Unfortunately, it's probably still going to make a huge mess, and I'm going to get in a lot of trouble with the misses. Right now, I'm actually thinking about turning back and just cutting this video off right now, but I think I've committed at this point, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the comments that are like, get rid of that nasty thing, and I think that's what we're going to do. I thought something fun to do right now would be just to do one side. Like, I'll do this side over here since that's a little bit in a better angle, and then we'll leave the other one so I can do like a half and half shot, and you can kind of make a comparison. So let's get started. I'm going to use the viewfinder as my mirror, so this will actually give you a really good angle on this. I'm just going to start right there. This doesn't make for the best viewfinder at all, but I think it's working. Look how quick work that wall makes of that. Like, that's kind of crazy, and I'm really making a pretty good mess here. So I think I've just committed to that, and we'll keep going here. I want to make this fast. We'll gotta find the middle point here and just go like that. I did the one video about the great mustache, and you'll have to check that one out. I'll link to that one down there. That was maybe 2 years ago I did that video. It was kind of hilarious. I forget what I called that one. Something about a mustache. Let's go right down the center of this here. I'll use this mirror a little bit. The viewfinder, I would not recommend using for a mirror. It does not work very well. Oh yeah, I should probably be paying attention to what I'm doing here. Let's get rid of this nasty mustache. That looks kind of terrible. We'll go right in the center there too. Get all like the wild stuff here. Am I in the center here? I'll go a little bit over further. Alright, I'm going to cut it there once. And there's the half and half. So this is without beard. So like, this is kind of fun right there. There's me beard. There's no beard. I'm thinking maybe the no beard actually works better. But this is looking kind of weird. Let me see if I can get this in the angle here that I want. How about that? Let's do the other side here. This is where I'm kind of weak on the beard seam. Right there, I don't really grow any hair, so my beard kind of has a gap there, which kind of sucks. I've always had that, so I can never really grow any awesome sideburns at all. Back when they were cool, like early 2000s, I think, all my friends, like right after we all started shaving, we all had kind of like the long sideburns that would go down, and mine always sucked, but oh well. Look at that. That's freaking nuts right there. Oh, that kind of hurts. Get this little soul patch here. I did a period of time where I was rocking the soul patch there at one point. I do all kinds of stuff with my beard. I kind of get bored, and since I don't have a whole lot of hair to speak of, I kind of do stuff with my beard and goatee and crap like that, and that's sort of like my thing that I do for fun. Because I like to change the style up every once in a while. That's why my wife doesn't get too worked up about me having a beard, because she knows within a month or two it's going to be gone, and I'll be moving on to the next thing. And she's right. All right, I think I got to the point right now where I could probably shave this just fine right there. So there you go. There's no beard. I feel naked. I feel naked and afraid, but I also feel like I'm ready for spring, and this is my first thing that I do when spring hits. Now it's time to shave. I'll show you what I'm using for that. First thing is my Gillette Mach 3 razor. I like these because they're pretty inexpensive. I mean, the blades, they can be expensive, but oftentimes what I'll do, and this is really wasteful, but I can find the razor with like 2 cartridges for like $8, whereas a replacement blade set is like $15. So sometimes it's cheaper just to go ahead and buy a new razor and throw the old one away. Other than that, I'm using the Gillette Foamy Sensitive Skin shaving cream. Now, Gillette, if you're watching this video, which I'm sure you're not, if you want to sponsor me on this, you can send checks. I will give you the address if you send me a message. And without further ado, I think this camera angle may actually work for this. I might move it around just a tidbit, and we will do the rest of it here. Oh my God, earthquake. First thing, I just get my face wet. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I don't know if you ever saw that movie with Michael Keaton, where, oh, this is kind of going to be a bad analogy, but he's dying of cancer and he's about to have a son. And he does all these videos to show his son how to do things later in life, and his son can look back on him. That's sort of what this reminds me of. I just hope that doesn't happen. But that's kind of morbid. I wish I wouldn't even went there with that, but that's what I was thinking at the time. And man, I think I'm allergic to shaving cream. I haven't had it on my face in so long. I try to be pretty generous with this. Right about like that. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit extra on there. I always end up with like not enough on my chin, but we'll deal with that when we get there. All right, so I rinse that off my hands. I try not to waste too much water in this process. Let me just do this so it's not in my mouth. Again, I have no idea who the heck is watching this video. If you're watching this video, do me a huge favor. Leave me a comment and tell me why you're watching this. Is it just because you watch every video that we make? Is it because you're a beard enthusiast and you want to see the death, or you just fear the death of a beard? Or is it because you're an anti-beard person and you want to see a beard go down in flames? Probably fall into one of those categories. Now imagine if you're finding this channel for the first time through this video, you're probably pretty disappointed. You're probably not going to come back. So I'm sorry to see you go. But we do some other stuff on here. Some of the females that are watching this are probably cringing as they watch me talk and shave at the same time. And I'll probably have some type of massive cut that happens here, which, you know, maybe that would make this video more interesting. And that is a hard part for me to shave right there too. Let's get real in depth here. I have a scar right here from where I got bit by a dog when I was younger. That's not the problem. I have another scar right here where I was bit by a dog when I was younger, a different dog. The dog bit me there. It like clipped me there. I got 4 stitches here, and I have a thing inside my mouth too where it kind of got me. I was always really friendly with dogs, but you know, maybe a little too friendly. I get right in their faces when I was younger. This one was from a dachshund, neighbor's dachshund. And you know, you're 4 years old, you go over and you're like, oh, doggy. You go down in his face and he freaking bites into you. I remember running home to my parents, pounding on the door to let me in. And then the other dog, I was just sitting playing with Legos, and the freaking dog just right there on my chin. As I shave right here, you'll be able to see the scar for that probably. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a scar right there from that dog. That was a Cocker Spaniel, so it's the little dog that you got to watch out for. And that was the last we had that dog. He was given away to another family where he was able to hopefully live a happy life there without biting anybody, but hard to say. What else do I want to talk about here? It's kind of hard to fill time with just random conversation when it's only one-sided, but we are almost done here. I'm trying to do this as quick as I possibly can, so you're not more bored than what you possibly would be. I'd imagine if you're watching this video at this point, you're probably pretty committed. So I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for that. Thank you for, I always like to bring this up. Thanks for supporting our family too. If you watch these videos, you're in a small way supporting us. You know, the advertising is one thing. I'm going to be making a video about that here in the future. But if you're just a part of our people that watch us, I like to have you as a part of our tribe. That's fun. And it's always fun to see more people join in. I like engaging in the comments. I read them all. Try to respond to the ones that are respondable. You know, some things people are asking for things. I'm just washing my face off right now. Sometimes it's something you want to just discuss. That's fine. Sometimes you can be helpful to people. I like having discussions. Somehow I got shaving cream in my eye there. That's kind of weird. But let me grab a towel as I step out of the frame. I think I'm still in it. Go like this. And we are done, my friends. There's Greg, about 10 years younger than he was when he started. I'll get down like this. Maybe I can do some type of cool thumbnail with the two of these combined if I can work my skills. If not, it'll be whatever it is, but there you go. We are back to where we started, only difference being I have a nice, clean, smooth face. That is a feeling I'm gonna have to get used to. After having a beard that long, when you have the smoothness, it's just lovely. But I did like the way that I looked with the beard just because it made my face look fuller. I have a bit of a, kind of like a long, skinny face, and that made it look fuller and wider, which I kind of liked. You'll have to let me know what you think. Do you like it with the beard, without the beard? Was it the best thing I ever did? Was it the worst thing I ever did? Because I think that was probably my best beard that I've ever done. It's the longest that I've ever let it go. But that's where we're at now, and thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video where if you think this was a big change, the next one's going to be even a bigger change.